What if I told you America's Energy Secretary just promised that nuclear fusion, the power of the sun, will hit the grid in less than 15 years? And at the same time, he's calling for more fracking, less solar subsidies, and warning Europe about China's control of clean tech. Tonight, we break down what Chris Wright just told the BBC and why it's shaking up the global energy conversation. In this video, we'll cover three big things: Wright's surprising nuclear fusion timeline, his push for fossil fuels, including fracking in the UK, the controversial climate positions of Trump's energy team, and why critics are pushing back. Fusion has been called the holy grail of clean energy. Instead of splitting atoms like nuclear fission does, fusion smashes them together, releasing massive amounts of energy, with no greenhouse gases and minimal waste. But here's the catch. Replicating the sun on Earth is brutally difficult. It means heating atoms to hundreds of millions of degrees, hotter than the sun's core, and containing that plasma. Most experts say commercial fusion is decades away, yet Chris Wright told the BBC, within 5 years, AI will unlock how to harness fusion multiple ways. It'll be on the grid in 8 to 15 years. That's far bolder than what mainstream scientists expect. But Wright, who studied fusion himself, argues that machine learning and US private companies are cracking problems once thought unsolvable. If he's right, fusion could transform everything, from cutting emissions to making oil obsolete. Wright's optimism about fusion doesn't mean he's moving away from fossil fuels. Quite the opposite. He's urging the UK to lift its ban on fracking, expand oil and gas licenses in the North Sea, and revive heavy industry with cheap domestic energy. Why? Wright claims fracking could bring back manufacturing, blue-collar jobs, and slash heating bills. He knows the business. He's built fracking companies in the US, but the British Geological Survey warns that fracking's potential in the UK is limited. And environmentalists say it would deepen dependence on fossil fuels, right as the world needs to pivot away. Wright also issued a warning. Europe is becoming too dependent on Chinese renewable technology. China dominates solar panel production, battery supply chains, and wind turbine exports. He said, "It looks like the Chinese could control your energy system." That's a Trump administration talking point, framing the energy transition as not just environmental, but geopolitical. It's about who controls the future supply chain. Wright defended billions in cuts to renewable subsidies. His argument? Wind has had 33 years of subsidies, solar 25 years. Isn't that enough? But the bigger controversy is a Department of Energy report released in July. It downplayed climate change, claimed sea level rise isn't accelerating, and suggested carbon dioxide can be good for plants. 85 scientists slammed it as error-filled and cherry-picked. Wright pushed back, saying climate science itself is guilty of cherry-picking. He insists climate change is real, but says decarbonization will take generations, not decades. Chris Wright's interview is a bold, even shocking look at where Trump's energy team is headed. Fusion dreams, fossil fuel revival, and a direct clash with mainstream climate science. What do you think? Is Wright right? Will fusion hit the grid in 15 years? Or is this overhyped optimism that delays the clean energy transition? Let me know in the comments. If you found this breakdown useful, hit like, subscribe, and share this video. Because the future of energy isn't just science, it's politics, it's jobs, and it's about who controls the world's power supply.